Hello everyone, it's Lottie from Cancer is a Lifestyle. So today is my day off and I have been just multitasking all day long. I have really not finished any particular thing, but I'm doing a whole bunch of little tasks that been piling up and I'm trying to get done today for real. So it is a vlog about nothing basically. But anyway, first of all, I found this tea at Walmart and I bought it because it is, which one is it? Toasted coconut with almond bark black tea. It is actually really good. Tea is expensive and I think this one was going for like $2.20 or $2.30. So I thought that was a good price, so I wanted to try it. It is actually really good. I don't like anything super sweet where it has a lot like birthday cake tea or anything like that. I don't like anything too sweet. But this was just that right amount of sweetness in it. It was just perfect. I love it. I actually do like it. It has a hint of coconut in it, not too much. Anyway, on to my other thing. I almost burned my phone today. Yeah, burned my phone. When I get into the car, the first thing I do, I plug in my phone to be charged. I have one in the car and I have one here at home. So I plug it in and I wanted to make a text, send a text before I started the car. So, I plugged it in, got settled in, and then I started texting and I noticed that my phone was super hot. It was just hot, especially on the bottom where the charger piece goes in. And I'm like, what is going on? And I like unplug it and I pulled it out and this part was smoking. And I don't know if you can see, but you see how black it is? It was smoking. I have never seen that before. And I kind of freaked out a little bit because I thought, well, I hope I did not like mess up my phone in any way, but we'll see what happens. I did go get a new one. I bought, two new ones just to make sure, because like I said, I like to have them in different parts, and you you always need a charger, don't you? So yeah, that almost happened. I did get my first Christmas card from Shirley from Jamming with Yarn. Let me show it to you. Isn't that pretty? Can you see it? Because my lighting up here is just, you think it would be really good, but in fact we get all the sun on this side, and it gets a lot of light, but it also kind of can be overpowering. I can't say overpowering. Sounds really weird. But it can be almost like a glare with it being too much. But this is from Shirley from Jamming with Yarn. It's a very pretty card. I've always been afraid of poinsettias because, having small children and then having always a pet. We always had pets, whether it was dogs, cats, and, there's that stigma by poinsettias. Doggone notifications. Let me check that. Why are they even there? I turn them off and they'll come right back on again in like 10 minutes. Anyway, but there's always been like a stigma with poinsettias where they're poisonous. So I've always been very careful, like when it came to my children and pets, I didn't want them nibbling on it and getting hurt. So, but poinsettias are beautiful, aren't they? Oopsie, see, there's the glare. So thank you, Shirley, for the card. Now, so like I said, I am working on several things at one time. Right now, I am doing my Christmas cards. I don't want to show anybody's addresses, but that's what I'm working on. I have my own cards that I'm working. I have my pile. It is really late in the month for me. Usually I do them on the day after Thanksgiving. What can I say? It's a different kind of life now that we lead. Anyway, so I have been trying to clear off this section here. This is a table that I put on here in the back because I wanted to have a workspace. So I put this table in, and this was going to be my workspace. this in front of me is a little tiny computer desk. And by that I mean it's like you put my desktop up here, my PC, and my tower is on the bottom shelf and all, and there's like keyboard and no room to do anything else. So I wanted this table here. I put this table here because that was going to be my workspace. I was going to be able to spread out and kind of like get everything out there. The problem ended up being that it became my catch-all for everything every day. So I would come up to the to my room and I would just throw everything on the table, and it's just littered. I don't show this part and nobody sees it, but if you were to see it, it just goes all the way around. It's just full of stuff. So I have been trying to organize this and work on what's ever up here because I want to prepare for, first of all, I want to get organized because I don't like clutter. I have this thing about clutter. When it starts to be too much clutter, especially my room, three things happen in this room. I sleep here. I use my, I do anything on the computer and any kind of, like my little / office, and then this is my craft room. So when it starts getting too clutter, I feel closed in and like I feel like it's a mess. Like I need to clean it up. So one of the things I've been doing is I've been making plarn. And I make the plarn. I cut them into strips and everything. I prepare it into a ball. And so I have actually like bins full of the plarn before I actually start making it, because there's a lot more work involved in getting the plarn ready, because once I start crocheting it, it's just like boom, boom, boom. Oops, I dropped it. Well, that's great. Hold on, let me get it. Sorry about that. I had 2 cups of coffee today because I was home, so that's a little too much for me. But anyway, once I start crocheting it, it just goes so fast. It just goes so, these are like nothing. But I've actually won these in a mystery giveaway that Linnea from Crafting Trooper held last December. And she gave me the stitch markers. They're really pretty. All of these. I love these. These are so cute. And I actually use them to clip the end to hold it together of my ball. I use these all the time. I probably use them for a lot more. Like people use it to mark their stitches and all. I use it for stuff like that. I know it sounds crazy, but I love to use it for my balls when I make my balls. So I've been making a whole bunch of, trying to get rid of a lot of this plastic so I can, clear the way for it. And also, don't forget, I will be doing the 12 cast-ons this at the end, towards the middle and the end of the month, and I need to make room for them because that's going to be 12 cast-on projects that I'm going to have to place somewhere in here. Another thing I've been working on is in this basket. This basket is going to be designated scrap balls for my scrap project blanket that I want to do, my Frankenstein squares. So I have been actually making my, rolling my scrap yarn into balls. And again, if you look, I use my stitch marker to hold it together. So, and if you remember, the last 2 donations I have gotten have been just a massive amount of scraps. So I'm trying to roll them up into balls. So again, to make room. So I got this much here, and I have another one I've started. So this is where I'm going to keep them. Okay, so this is where I'm going to be keeping. Like I said, I am doing a project, a vlog of just nothing, just multitasking. Another thing I've done today is I've kind of gone through some of my books that I'm not using anymore, and I'm going to be dropping them off in our neighborhood little, what do you call them, library nooks. There's quite a few of them in our neighborhood, and where we share books, and also I'm going to be dropping them off, kind of trying to declutter the space so I can have time and room for my 12 cast-on projects. Now I am going to do another video about what was this, because this is normally my whip basket, and I cleaned it out, as you can tell, and all my whips that were in here, and I kind of finished them up, and I'm going to be donating the items. So that's going to be a separate video because there's quite a bit of it, and I don't want to sit here too long with the videos. And let me see, is there anything else that I need to do a little update on? Because it's getting, yeah, so that's what I've been working on. Absolutely nothing really to show you, but yet I have been busy all day. And in the corner, I've even started wrapping Christmas presents. So, because it was just all piled up high right here on my table. And I really want to start using the table for what it was intended for. Although I guess it looks better than if it was all this stuff on the floor, which actually there's other stuff on the floor, but I'm going to clean this up today, guys. So that's all I got for you, a vlog about nothing, but it's actually work being done here, believe it or not. And I will be making the video about the my whip basket and what I finished up and what's going to be donated. That's going to be a donation to a senior home, and yeah, I'm really excited about that. I like making donations. I feel good. Like I feel like I've accomplished something. I know that sounds crazy, but I really, really enjoy that. Anyway, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.